Hi, this is April, and today I'm gonna walk you through my breakdown of each track of Flowers of Resilience. So let's get started. In the Wind is the opening track. Track one, In the Wind, is my opening track of my album. It's really about resilience through comparison. Growing up, I always felt different from other people. I felt like everyone else knew exactly who they were supposed to be, and I was still trying to figure myself out while holding on to my creativity and sensitivity. The dandelion became the perfect symbol for this song because people see dandelions as fragile or unwanted sometimes, but they can survive everywhere. They keep growing no matter how hard the wind blows. This song is about learning that being soft doesn't mean you're weak. Even when life pushes you around or people don't understand you, you can keep becoming yourself. That was track one of my new album, Flowers of Resilience. Choosing Light Anyway, track two, Choosing Light Anyway, is about hope, not perfect hope, just the quiet decision to keep going. There are moments in life when things feel really heavy and exhausting, and this song came from asking myself, how do I keep reaching for good things when I always don't feel okay? The sunflower represents imagery towards the light during hard seasons. I wanted this song to feel comforting, like reminding yourself that resilience isn't always loud. Sometimes resilience is waking up and trying again. Track 3, Marigold Armor. Marigold Armor might be one of the most personal songs on the album because it's about songwriting itself. For me, music has always been a safe place. When emotions feel too overwhelming or when I struggle to explain myself, writing songs became how I survive these feelings. Marigolds are flowers that can survive heat and difficult conditions, and that felt symbolic of creativity to me. The song is about turning fear, sadness, and pain into art instead of letting it consume you. This is basically my love letter to songwriting. Track 4, Wilted in June. Wilted in June represents exhaustion and burnout. I think there's always pressure to be growing, always improving, always blooming, but real life doesn't work like that. Sometimes you feel tired for reasons you can't fully explain. Sometimes surviving is the only thing you can do. This song is about quieter moments where you don't feel strong or inspired, but even then, there's still resilience in simply staying. I want this song to remind people that not blooming doesn't mean you failed. Track 5, Lotus Bloom. Lotus Bloom is about healing and transformation. The lotus flower grows through muddy water. I like how symbolic it felt for emotional healing. Sometimes the hardest experience in life completely change you, and at first that change can feel scary. But this song is realizing healing doesn't mean returning to who you used to be. It means becoming someone new while carrying the experience with you. It's one of the most peaceful songs on the album emotionally. Track 6, Wild Roses. Wild Roses is about boundaries and learning how to love people without losing yourself in the process. For a long time, I thought love meant sacrificing parts of yourself to make the other person comfortable or happy. But over time, I realized healthy love allows you to stay whole. The image of wild roses growing freely felt perfect because roses are beautiful, but they also protect themselves with thorns. The song is about learning to protecting your peace doesn't make you cold, it makes you healthy. Track 7, Perennial. Perennial is about returning to yourself after difficult seasons. I've always loved perennial flowers because they come back every year, even after harsh winters. They feel like such a powerful metaphor for resilience and recovery. This song is about understanding that growth isn't linear. There are times where you disappear emotionally, creatively, or mentally, but it doesn't mean you're gone forever. Sometimes you're just rebuilding underground before you bloom again. The title, Flowers of Resilience. The title track, Flowers of Resilience, is the emotional conclusion to the whole album. At this point in the record, I realized resilience wasn't about becoming fearless or perfect. It's about accepting every version of myself, including the softer, more emotional parts I used to hide. The song is about self-acceptance. After realizing that sensitivity, creativity, hope, and softness were never weaknesses, they're actually reasons why I survived. I wanted this album to end with peace instead of sadness, like finally understanding that healing isn't becoming someone else, it's becoming more fully yourself. Thank you for listening to this track-by-track breakdown. I have one more thing to add to for you guys. Flowers of Resilience is an album about surviving quietly, about growing through comparison, exhaustion, creativity, healing, boundaries, and self-acceptance. Every flower on this album represents a different kind of resilience. And together they tell the story of learning that softness can still survive storms. Thank you for listening to my music and growing with me.